So now that we had the election and Biden won, like I was saying, Trump also, earlier Trump is trying to do all these things, as I read here, to put these suits in and stuff to overturn the election, which they say is no evidence. But now that Biden is in, maybe God bless him, God willing to change things around and be more careful about certain things. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, as you see, every time a Republican is in office, things are messed up. The Democrats got to come clean it up. And people got to realize something, it's just the honest God truth. The situation that we're in now, we need a change to something different. And I pray God bless that happen, Lord's willing. In Jesus' name, we need it. You know what I'm saying? The trajectory of things that's going on needs to change, and this is the time it needs to change. So for everybody who has their conspiracy analytic hats on, things that we got to watch out for, we just got to watch out for it. Because I'm seeing people saying we shouldn't vote, and then if 45 would have stayed in office, ain't no telling how bad things would have been. You know what I'm saying? Because what's so sad is that we think being right and cynical is going to help us. It's not. It never has. We've already had that whole idea as a black people to, ain't nothing going to change. What's the point? But we've come too far to keep that mind frame. We've came too far to go back now. We didn't came too far for that. It's not going to help us. We just got to be strategic on what we can do different from what we've seen in the past. Take what we learned in history and how we can be different and do better things to change the trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Always keep God first. Definitely make sure to, love yourself. If you love God, you're going to, have a more higher ground to love yourself better and your family. And making better choices with moral high ground and composition. You know what I'm saying? But it can't just be the same old thing like, oh, it ain't nothing going this. All right. We understand what it is with politics. It takes numbers and money to move influence. It takes that to move politics. So while all of us are trying to do something, we have to keep going forward and just figure out new ideas, but we need to do it with each other. It can't be separatism. We have to do it together. You know what I mean? And one more thing I wanted to cover on a light note. Before I get out of here, something for y'all to laugh at. So, Rudy Giuliani, former governor of New York, and now attorney for 45, was up here fighting. This is by Jeffrey Morris. This is his content on YouTube.
The answer that I gave you is they didn't bother to interview a single witness. Just like you, they don't want to know the truth.
Not part of that.
I will ask that he be disciplined for that. First of all, odor in the court.
He up here farting. When I seen it on SNL Saturday Night Live, and I'm like, why they keep doing that? I was like, did he really fart? And then I see the other one where they had Michael Shea and I forget the other guy's name, when they do the little news thing. And they were like, yeah, he was up there farting. I was like, wow. I looked up and I found this video. He up here farting. But what's so sad, as you see in this video right here, this picture, this woman next to him, he was, another thing, he tested positive for the virus. But when this happened, this is 5 days ago. Yesterday, he tested positive for the virus. He asked this lady, I'm sorry, but we can't really hear you. Would you mind taking off the mask? And the lady looked at him like he was crazy and said in the microphone, can you hear me? She's like, I ain't taking it out. And it's a good thing she did, because he got that virus. But it's crazy, man. And I guess he's supposed to be trying to get a pardon for something, whatever. He's trying to get 45's help. It's so sad that, all these politicians be having these cases and allegations coming against them. I mean, they ain't perfect either. So we got to stop trying to expect so much from each other. We need to be looking at these politicians, the people that we're voting into power and the people that vote each other into power. We have to pay attention to that. These are the people that we really got to pay attention to that's trying to so-called lead us when we ain't got our own ish together. We gotta be careful about it, man. Come on, man. And this man up here farting, that's just, ugh. So, this is PoliTalk Wednesdays. Once again, 45 lost like 50 post cases of trying to prove voter fraud, and there's no substantial evidence to change the election around. So, we got a Democrat back in the office. Hopefully, God willing, Lord bless him to help him to and guide him to change the trajectory of what's going on right now. And let's get ourselves together, get more knowledgeable about politics, economics, healthcare, and all the things that we need to focus on as a community so we can start doing better. This is your boy JT, opposite from the norm. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back with more. Get at me.